Hello everyone, today let's talk about why do narcissists lie even after being confronted with the truth. And this is going to be an interesting one for today's topic, and it's going to come down to the fact of their self-perception and inability to admit to their self-perception. Now, I'm going to be discussing this and explaining more in detail what exactly I mean by this and why the narcissist refuses to admit to the truth. And it all comes down to a dangerous coping mechanism that has been developed as a final last straw strategy. So if you're in a relationship with a narcissist or have ever been or struggled with this type of situation where you've confronted somebody with the truth after having blatant, obvious facts that cannot be denied and still denied the truth that is readily apparent for anybody watching, then this is the video for you to help you understand why this behavior happens. And hopefully what you get out of this video is not only that understanding, but the ability to understand why it could possibly happen in the future and what to do to protect yourself moving forward. So as for moving forward with this video, thank you guys for everybody that's been subscribing and supporting the Patreon. As you know, I want to take this channel to at least 10,000 subscribers and also do this channel full time. Thank you to everybody that's been supporting the Patreon. The link for that is in the description down below. So let's go ahead and talk about this. And I want, as always, I'll try to step into the shoes of the narcissist to understand why this is happening. And as always, keep in mind that these are just this is like my online thoughts journal. I'm not a doctor or anything, but this is what I believe to be true about the situation. And if you step into the shoes of the narcissist, you have to understand that this type of person, the reason why they're a narcissist is not because they are supremely confident and love themselves, because if somebody truly loves themselves, they are capable of loving other people in a healthy way, and they're capable of receiving love in a healthy way. But because this person has deep-rooted insecurities, things that have gone wrong, and this inability to connect with other people, there's something going on deeper down inside. And the reason that this person has not been able to heal or change, it's because they've developed their narcissistic survival strategy. It's a strategy that worked for them to survive as a child, and they've taken it through to adulthood, and now they're just living an unhealthy life that has an unhealthy effect on you and the people around them, but it's helped them survive. And when it comes to our psychology and our innate biological drives to survive and to be able to keep on moving forward in life, it's important to recognize this, because survival strategies stay around because they work, and having that narcissistic survival strategy cannot be healed and help the person become a new version of themselves as long as it is ignored. But the problem with looking into and stepping into the pain and the difficult experiences that we've gone through as individuals is that it hurts. It hurts to look back at the painful memories we've gone through. I can name, multiple memories in my life that, for example, I still feel like I need to process and dig deep down into so that I can understand them. And by ignoring these type of situations, we get to ignore all of our past problems, but that's not good. We only get to heal something by truly fully stepping into it and giving it attention. Like if it was a little child that was going through a problem, we need to step into that and give it undivided attention and presence. But we're going to re-experience that same pain and trauma by doing so. And because this pain is so difficult for people to experience and it sucks so bad to go through, it is difficult for the narcissist to go and step into that pain. When you are in a situation where you are talking with a narcissist and you've discovered some sort of lie or something or a truth that you've uncovered and they have not told you about, and you confront them with this factual truth that you can prove to be true and right, and there is not a shadow of a doubt that this is real, and they are still going to continue to deny it by accepting and admitting the flaw, they must admit that they have done something wrong. By avoiding admitting that they've done something wrong, they get to keep their self-concept of being the person that they are, and therefore they are not hurt on deep level and re-traumatized to that same point. If you confront this person and they continue and they admit the things that they have done wrong, there is something inside of them that re-triggers the same pains and traumas that they have gone through in the past, the same pains and traumas that caused them to create the same narcissistic survival strategy that we're talking about. And by having this survival strategy and admitting to it, it's going to cause them so much pain that they're going to try to step away from it at all points. Imagine, flip yourself into their shoes, the stress that must be going through their body to have to admit to doing something wrong, because all this is going to do is it's going to continue to serve the belief that there's something wrong and bad about them and who they are. So as long as they can avoid admitting that, they are going to believe personally that they are healthier than what they actually are. So this runs into the problem for you, where you are now in this situation where maybe you're confronting this person and you just want to get the truth, because our mind works off of open loops. And as long as there is an open loop going on inside of our mind, there's a curiosity that must be filled, and there's a certain satisfaction that comes with being able to confront somebody with the truth and getting them to just admit it, getting them to just say sorry, getting them to admit their mistakes so that we can all move forward with a closed loop and whatnot. But this loop is not going to be closed by the person that is trying so desperately to avoid this re-experiencing the same pain that they've experienced before in the past. And what you are doing is representing that to them. Therefore, they are not going to want to admit to it. And props to them if they do admit to it, and maybe and they do so in a genuine way. But don't be surprised if people claim to admit to their mistakes and say they take responsibility for them, but yet again, they are not sincere about it. And there again, you run into the same problem, because sincerity is a genuineness that admits the core of what something truly is. And by receiving an unsincere apology or acceptance of responsibility, if they get to sidestep that by being insincere, they, one, get to keep control over you still, and second of all, then they don't have to admit of the flaw that is inside of them. And only by taking into consideration the pain that they've gone through, and by them taking the time to delve into those emotions and what is going on inside of them, will they be able to heal. But that is just too painful for them. So that is why even when you confront a narcissist with the truth and you have facts and evidence to back it up, they are going to continue to deny it and deny it and deny it. And the worst thing that you could possibly do for yourself in this situation is to continue chasing it unnecessarily. Now, if you are with a person that can genuinely be helped, then it's good for you to bring it up to them, and maybe they will be able to do their own work on the inside to overcome the struggles that they've gone through mentally, to become to heal those wounds that they've gone through. And by healing those wounds, they get to grow as people. But a lot of the times in these situations, a lot of people just don't want to do this work. So I don't want you to spend your time and your energy and your peace of mind trying to help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. The only thing that you can do is actually take time for you to understand and to learn how to trust yourself more regardless of what the other person is saying. Because if you don't trust yourself, you may start to fall into the gaslighting situations where then by accepting what they claim to be the reality of the situation and them still not admitting to the truth. If you go along with it, you are going to do yourself a disservice by letting go of your reality and not accepting your reality as the truth. And because you don't accept it as the truth, you're going to start to lose trust in yourself. And if you lose trust in yourself, that just goes further and further into their hands, and you also lose a bit of part of yourself. And I don't want you to ever lose yourself. I want you to live the happiest and healthiest, best life that you possibly can. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you've really enjoyed it. What to do about these type of situations going forward is to recognize that you might not get that loop closed by that person ever. You just need to trust yourself and your gut and your intuition and guide yourself forward in life in that way. And keep trusting yourself and loving yourself, and you will be able to find somebody that loves you properly in a healthy, happy way. And don't worry about trying to fix anybody else's problems. Just know and trust yourself and the reality that you face. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this type of content and want to support me as a creator, you can hit the subscribe button down below and sign up to the Patreon. I would appreciate a lot because I just can't wait to do this channel full time with you guys. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.